Hello, everyone. I wanted to come to you today and talk to you about a topic that's really important when it comes to deliverance. I was having a discussion with a friend of mine the other day about deliverance and all the different deliverance ministries that are around in these last days. And you know, I was saying to her, um, well, even when I first started, I learned about deliverance. I learned about demons. The Lord taught me and sent me all this information about all the different spirits and how they operate and what they do and their different characteristics and how they manifest in people and how they play games and deceive and play with your emotions and control people and just how they mind control people, how they this all of this stuff that they do. And I learned how to yell at demons. And I learned, first of all, I learned my authority, and I was able to get them spirits to manifest. And I would yell at them and yell at them and command them to get out, fire, 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 and you know, what's your legal rights, and question them and interrogate them and do all of this stuff. And sometimes you got to do that. I'm not saying that that's wrong, but there's something that's really, really important when it comes to deliverance. And especially once you learn about the fragmented soul, once you understand how strongholds are created, um, and I don't like using the word create when it comes to demons, but how strongholds are manifested in people by the enemy. These evil spirits traumatize somebody somehow, and they enter in through the trauma, and they create a little pocket in the mind, a pocket of darkness in the soul, and demonize the soul. And they manifest these little pockets of darkness within, and they have to have agreement to do so. Now, I see, for example, I see people. Let's say I'm out on the golf course and I see somebody um, take a swing and they miss and they hit a bad golf shot, and right away they're like, "Oh, you stupid idiot!" and they start calling themselves down. Man, you're so stupid. How could you be so, blah blah blah, and it's they're talking down on themselves. And this is one of the rejection spirit's favorite things, because then it gets agreement to push more rejection on you. It gets the agreement it needs to manifest more of this self rejection, self attacking things. But all demons um, are meant to steal, kill, and destroy and attack you personally. Their job is to attack you and to steal your identity and to steal your authority away, to usurp your God given authority that God gave you as a human being. Every single human has been given this authority, and because we're all made in the image of God. And we've been given all things pertaining to life and godliness. Now, it's your choice whether you believe that or not, and who you're going to follow. Okay, you're either going to follow Jesus, who is the way, the truth, and the life, or you're going to follow the father of lies, the devil. It's one way or the other, and that's it. And so, um, in the midst of this, what happens, or the most important thing that I found, administering to these alter personalities, these fragmented parts of the mind from traumas, past traumas, it can be small things, it could be big things, it could be a car crash, it could be somebody rejecting you in kindergarten. Like, it could depends on the person. Somebody could have a car crash and then after the car crash go, wow, that was amazing, and not even, it doesn't even bother them. But somebody else, a little rejection in kindergarten could cause a disassociation. And the demons use that as a stronghold, and they hide in there, and they've got control of that part of the mind, and they've got their agreement they need to manifest lies. Now, if you if a person is feeding those lies, agreeing with those lies, then it gives them the ability to stay. It's their permission to stay in that stronghold. Now, how do you deal with that as a deliverance minister? Oh, there's a spirit of rejection there. It's got to go. Rejection, get up here and face me. Get out, get out, get out, fire, get out, fire, fire. No, it's not going to leave. It's not going to leave if it has agreement. And that part of the mind is giving it agreement. That fragmented personality is giving it agreement to stay. So it's not going to go. So how are you going to get that spirit out? You've got to break the agreement. You've got to minister. Okay? You've got to minister to that part of the soul that is traumatized. They're traumatized. They're believing some lie. If they were raped in childhood, then maybe they have lies and hatred towards men. Maybe they have fears of men. Maybe they have fear of God. Maybe they have angry at God. Maybe they have um, all these self-hatred agreements going on with themselves. Why would somebody do this to me? I must be worthless and useless, and all of these other types of agreements that they've given in for. And for every different type of trauma, there's all kinds of different agreements that these demons imprint on people and get agreement with a part of that person's soul. And when they have that, now they have a stronghold in there, and you can't kick them out unless you minister to that part of yourself. You have to minister to yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to, for example, I was ministering to a woman a few years ago. She had been, well, she had been given up for adoption as a baby right out of the womb after birth, but her parents were addicts. So that's why. But so there was these abandonment issues and rejection issues, and she was given over to the state, and so the government had ties to her and all this kind of thing. And so what happened with her and her throughout her lifetime, every time there was some type of authority over her, like a teacher or a police officer or anybody, she would, if she had to talk to them, she would start crying. Something would tear up in her, and that little part of her would come up and start crying. And she'd get mad. Oh, I hate that when I do that. I hate myself when I cry like that. I hate when I lose control. I hate myself. And that little part of her soul that's been traumatized all the way back to the womb from rejection is getting more and more rejected. And I said, hold on a minute. Whoa, whoa. That little part of you is feeling all of that hatred that you're putting out. And that's coming from evil spirits, and they're pushing it into you to get agreement to hate yourself and to hate that little part of you that was rejected all the way back then. You've got to love on her. You've got to love that little part of you and say, and tell her about Jesus and lead her to the Lord. That's what'll break the lies that the demons have on that part of the mind, that part of your soul. Your soul is your mind and your emotions in a battle for your free will. You've got to fight for the agreement to come in line with love and truth. Okay, not the liars, not the ones that are trying to steal your identity, with love and truth, who is Jesus Christ, and that is the way. The knowledge of the truth makes you free. Breaking those lies of the enemy off of those parts of the mind that are traumatized, where the strongholds are, is what will break the agreement that the demons have to stay. Once that's broken, the demons have to go. Just like that, they got to go. Knowledge of the truth makes you free. Minister to yourself. Love yourself. You're made in the image of God. You're wonderfully made, fearfully made. The lying manifestations you see in the mirror are not the way God sees you. He sees you perfect and holy the way He created you. He says, be holy as I am holy, because I made you like me. You're perfect. Being overweight, that's not true. It's a lying manifestation. Death is a lying manifestation. Illness is a lying manifestation. Thoughts of rejection is lying manifestations. Fear, lying manifestations. All demons manifesting lies. God didn't make you this way. And when He comes back and He returns and brings you into His kingdom, every lie will be gone. Instant weight loss. No fear, no pain, no sorrow, no crying, no more tears. No darkness in anything. It's all going to burn. All the temporary lying manifestations in the world are going to burn, and the truth will remain. Your heavenly body, your heavenly soul and spirit, all united as one, manifesting and operating in the true creation that you were created in, and you will do even greater things than Jesus did, he says. He sees you that holy. Make him Lord and Savior and follow him. God bless you. Bye.